guys there. Welcome to everybody. I think I speak for both families and our friends when I say it's wonderful to see everyone here tonight to celebrate Kira and Soohuey and the amazing love that they share. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Kira's younger sister, the third of 3 kids. And it's safe to say I spent much of my childhood slightly disgruntled with my older sister. And how could I not? There were professional baby photos of her everywhere. But me, no. I was lucky if they took a picture for my birthday every year. And then there was Kira, who got to have long hair. But since she complained when my mom combed it, guess who had a crew cut by kindergarten? Yeah, Mom, guess what? You misjudged us. The minute I could brush my hair, I never had short hair again, and the minute Kira got an 80s perm that couldn't be tamed, she never had long hair again. We had a typical childhood, taking plenty of time to argue and fight over anything and everything, occasionally creating an alliance against our poor brother who was stuck in the middle. But by the time I entered 9th grade and Kira was in 12th grade, it was the first time we actually started to spend time together, and dare I say, we actually enjoyed it. And unfortunately, our newfound friendship came as Kira headed to the South a year later to start college in Decatur. It was with the space that we had that I realized for the first time that I actually enjoyed having a sister, and even sometimes I missed her. And our friendship continued to grow and grew only stronger when I moved away after college, forcing us to rely on occasional in-person visits, lots of text messages, emails, and long late-night phone calls to catch up. And although we were very close, I was a bit shocked when in 2019, after being back in New York for about 20 years, Kira said one day after a visit to Atlanta that she had always said she would move back, and she had made the decision that it was time. And if anyone knows Kira, the minute she makes up her mind, she sticks to it and she makes it happen. And she did. She got a job and she started looking to buy her first place. And within months, she had made the move back. And not long after she moved back, I called her one night to catch up, and she was telling me about the amazing dinner she had just made herself. But I could hear her voice crack, and she started to cry. And she told me she was sad because she had eaten it alone. Not long after she had moved, COVID had hit, and she wasn't able to be social with her friends, family, go into the office where she worked. And that was on top of ending a long-term relationship to move to Atlanta. I felt awful, and I tried to comfort her, but knew in the moment there wasn't much I could do. Fast forward several months later, and I get a text from Kira, and I even went back to my phone, and I quote here, "I have lots to tell you. So much has happened in 2 weeks. Sue and I had a second date. It went so well that we got kicked out of the restaurant. And then we had a 12-hour date, and we are planning a date for tomorrow night and the next night too. I can't wait to tell you about her. She is fabulous on so many levels." And then 3 days later, another text, "My 4th date with Sue. Started on Tuesday night and ended this morning, 2 days later when she went to work. She is amazing." All of a sudden, my sister, who had been struggling, was a completely different person. And so it began. Lots of messages of pure joy from my sister. And I tried to be protective, warned her to slow down, and she literally said, "I understand, but this relationship is worth the risk." And Kira and Sue never looked back. They have spent every moment of the last 4 years building a relationship of love, understanding, and commitment. It's the first time I've ever seen Kira so happy or as openly loving and affectionate with anyone. Sue, you have been such an incredible addition, not only to my sister's life, but to our families as well. Your wealth of knowledge, your crazy adventure stories, your willingness to always try something new, and unforgiving honesty have seamlessly blended you into our family. And it's a joy to be able to call you my sister-in-law. Kira, you have been the best big sister and friend to me. You are kind-hearted, endlessly giving, and a true blessing to all who know you. I am glad you found Sue. You are truly deserving of this love. So tonight we are here to congratulate you both, to cheers to the relationship you have built, to celebrate the love you have, and that will continue to grow for the years to come. And I think this is the part where I remind you that it won't be all sunshine and rainbows, but it's a gay marriage, so maybe it will be. But seriously, I hope you remember, always find the joy in the little things. Remember why you fell in love, to be each other's cheerleaders when times are tough, and may your smiles for one another never fade. We wish you a lifetime of continued love and happiness. So cheers. Yeah. Love you guys. Congrats. You're welcome.
Give her one more round of applause. She did a great job. All right, coming up next, we have the mother of one of our brides, Saki. Please give her a round of applause as she makes her way up.
Thank you. Good evening, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for being here today to celebrate with us the wedding of our daughters, Sue and Kira. Let me introduce the members of my family who are here with us today. My beloved husband, Jeff. Jeff's sister, Sun Chin. And my second daughter, Sujan. And her husband, Mayday. And the kids, Eli and Eve. Jeff, Sun Chin, and myself, we live in Penang, Malaysia, while Sujan and the family lives in Denver, Colorado. We are all here to celebrate this joyous occasion together with all of you. Now let me share with you some insights into Sue's younger life. She had her early education in a convent school, the same school that my daughter and I went, so we're actually all convent girls, supposed to be so timid and shy. But you know, Sue, when she was 16 years old, she asked us to give her a motorbike. We thought, well, it will be convenient for her to commute around in a motorbike. So we got her a bike. But I set some rules. I told her, you can only go to school, for tuition, and to your friends in the neighborhood. But once this girl gets on the bike, all rules are forgotten. And she will go as far as she can go, as far as time permits, so that she's home before I'm back from office. And we really had a hard time with her on how to control her now that she has a bike. And during that 1 year, she met with so many accidents. You know, I'm glad I had a strong heart, otherwise I would have fainted many times. When she reached 17, we were so glad to get her a car. And of course, she was very happy. First, she went for her driving license. Then she called me, Mom, I've passed. Can I use your car? I said, okay. When I came back from work, my car was not back yet. But we also have something up our sleeves. So next day when she went out, Dad took her bike to the shop and sold it off. He told the man, just take it, any price, just take it. You know, we were so happy that she doesn't have a bike anymore. But of course, when she came back, she was not happy. Well, that's the teenage Sue. Then she finished school and college in Penang. Then she went to Monash University in Melbourne, Australia. She graduated, but she just stayed in Australia for 12 years. You know, until during one of our Penang state government's officials' visits to Melbourne, they met her and they invited her to come back and join the state government. They actually created a new department, Science and Innovations Department, and offered her the position of department head. And so she was back in Penang. But before long, the elections came, and they invited her to stand for elections. And everything happened so quickly, as parents, we didn't have a chance to say no. We never had a chance to say no to anything she wants to do. That's her, okay? So we've got used to her. Okay, you go ahead. We give you our blessings. And she won the elections with a big majority. So she served as the state assemblywoman in her constituency. And she... No. And hardworking as she is, not in her studies, but in work and everything else, she brought about a lot of improvements to her constituency, way ahead of all the others before her. Right, there's the constituency of Plauticus in Penang. So, of course, the residents there loved her very much. Until today, they are all very grateful to her and always ask me about her. However, when elections came again, she decided she will not stand for re-elections. And she told us, I would like to go overseas again. Again? Yes, again. To further my studies. And then off she went. And this time, she chose America. And in particular, Georgia. She told us, I'm going to America. I said, okay, you go and apply. And she applied, and she got accepted with scholarship in a number of universities here, including some of the Ivy League universities. Then she turned around and told us, I'm going to Georgia Tech. So we looked at her. Georgia Tech, where is that? I'm sorry, we were so naive. And she had to explain to us, it's here, here, and here. Okay, fine, you go. You know, and now I understand why she chose Georgia Tech. Right? Because Kira is here. God brought them together. This girl from Penang, a small state in Malaysia, traveled to Australia, stayed there for 12 years, came back to Penang, and have to travel again up north in search of greener pastures, she says, but actually it was more than that, and we are very happy for her. Right? Then when she told us, Mom, Dad, I have found my life partner, we were delighted. I tell you, we were both so happy for her. At last, she has found a life partner. Right? Now, we have come to know Kira for some time now. She is a very friendly, very loving, and most of all, she's a very caring person. I'm sure you all agree with me. Yeah? Yeah. And we're so happy and so proud that Sue has found such a wonderful partner. Kira visited our family in Penang. We invited her to all our family members and the extended family members, and everyone loved her very much, including Sue's grandpa, who just celebrated his 101 birthday last month. Yeah, her grandpa is 101 years old this year. Right? And my two grandkids there, Eli and Evie, they just adore Kira. Right? So all of us welcome Kira to our Yap family. At this juncture, I would like to thank Karen and Rich for raising such a wonderful daughter, who is now our daughter-in-law. Yeah? To Kira and Sue, Mom wished the both of you a blessed wedding, with a blessed marriage, with lots of happiness, joy, and most of all, may your lives together be sweet and happy always. Love you both. Thank you.